I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light.
It's Tina,
Yeah, I just wanna see the
showtime!
light.
And they're on in a great time. But I know which way to go, left or right. It's all eyes on the Ferrari. Stylo has done the impossible. This is the move. This is the moment.
And that puts in Rapture on the podium.
But it's this man who comes home victorious. It's Red Bull and Drix who win. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Uh-oh, you guys can't see Toby. To another round of Moves Racing League Tier 1 action. Oh my golly gee, I'm so excited to be here, joined by my good friend, Mr. Toby. Toby, how the heck are you doing today, my friend? Good. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be a fun one. I mean, we've obviously seen some pretty insanely close races all throughout the day today here at Portugal, and this one's gonna be even nuttier, I'm sure, as the Tier 1 guys always show up. This is what, your second or third time broadcasting here in Tier 1?
I think third.
Heck yes. Well, they say third time's the charm. I'm sure this is going to be even gnarlier than your first two. I think you were here for that France one with Drix and his insane comeback. You remember that one? Yeah, dude. I think it was over 30 seconds of that change. It was insane, yeah. Let's see if we get that same kind of action tonight, as we are actually already into the qualifying. I'm going to skip over everything because, guys, you all need to see what's happening here in qualifying. We have an intermediate qualifying scenario right now with people out on soft tires. Minico at the front of it, and he's in the middle of a lap right now, and Cookie's the only one who's on inters, but he's back into the pits. I think he's decided it wasn't the right move. This is a wild scenario, dude. I think we're only going to get one shot for every single one of these drivers on softs, and then they're going to be done, because DRS is done.
Yeah, I'm watching Minico, and it doesn't look like he's having too much fun on those soft tires.
No shot he is.
On entrance and exit.
Oh, I can only imagine. All these drivers needed to run out to get themselves ready to go. Every single person needs to go out and at least put down some sort of laps that way they can make sure they have a setup on. But beyond that, you know, this is about as scary of a scenario as it could get for these drivers. Minico will be the first one to come across the line. He's going to be setting down a 1:23.566. This is such a chaotic start to a stream. We usually get a little bit of time to warm up, chill out, have these guys, you know, maybe set their first bankers. We're good. But right now, it's really a race against the clock. Giants fan couldn't beat out Minico, which is something I don't usually say very often. What about Don't Blink? He can't beat it out. I think every single person coming across the line now will be slower than Minico, as he had the best track. And Cookie's retired to the pits.
I think the inters are going to be faster than a 23.
You think so?
With these guys, I mean, they're probably going to be setting 15s.
No.
Guys in the 15. I mean, Tier 3, we had half the grid in the 16s.
Yeah, but keep in mind, the inters versus the softs, nobody can set a soft level time on inters that I know of. I've never seen somebody do it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But I think once they go to inters, they'll be faster than what they are now on the softs.
If they can get themselves
they're
to
not going to go down into the 16s or anything like that, but I mean, I think they'll be below 123.
You know, if they can get themselves to a 120, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark's having a hitch. Actually, huge mistake. I just happened to go on his camera. He almost hits the wall. Wow, good time for me to jump on his camera. Hello, Sniper. What's going on? He just coming across the that turn, I want to say 4, that left-hander over the hill on the softs, and he just got a huge snapper. Went off for the gravel, almost nosed into the wall.
That's a super slippery corner anyway.
Extremely.
On slicks in the wet.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a tough one to negotiate. So I'm sure that that all these drivers are going to be, you know, playing it cautious. They're trying their best to just make sure they get through with as little errors as possible. Now, are they actually going to accomplish that? Well, we'll find out, of course. I'm on Bop's camera right now. He's on Inters, actually going out for a lap. He's doing an out lap right now, and I'm curious what his pace is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be like. We shall find out.
I really think that the pole was going to be faster than what Miniko said.
You think so? Wow, that is.
Yeah, I think they'll beat it out.
It's a bold prediction. Well, you know what? Let's see if you end up being right here. Let's jump over to our favorite little camera right here, the good old picture-in-pictures. We've got some people filing into the chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are here for some Tier 1 action. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. I can guarantee you that. Get ready for some insane moves, moments, and wild twisted turns. Right here, we're on Bop's camera right now. He's coming across that slippy over-the-hill left-hander.
Big snap.
Yeah, big one, yeah. That's currently a 24-second split one. I don't know if you're able to take a look at the split times right now, but his sector one was 24 seconds. You can tell me if that's faster than anybody else out there. It does sound quick. It's about 4 seconds off the natural pace. Natural pace there is 20.
How do I look at... Can you look at the splits?
Yeah, usually in Race Director. Speaking of which, that just reminded me that I didn't get my Race Director from my race, which means I won't be able to contest some penalties. That's tough. Oh, well. Oh, the stream of consciousness is flowing strong right now.
Yeah, I don't see that in the Race Director. I got
Yeah.
the incidents and the pit stops.
We'll find out. I mean, I think Bob's, this is just going to be the best lap that he's got. I mean, obviously he doesn't have a soft lap that he's set right now, so I don't see, he's not going to be faster than a 20. I don't think he's going to be faster than that 23. He's going to come across the line like a 26.
He had quite a few snaps.
That's fair. 25-2. I mean, if somebody can be 2 seconds faster than that on Inters, I'll still be pretty shocked because that was not a bad lap inherently. It was not a great lap, but it wasn't bad either. Supply Raptor immediately messes up turn 1, so he's done with that one. Double A's.
I might be eating my words on this one.
Dude, I mean, it's going to be tough for these drivers to improve. I really don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be really, really, really tough. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't know if it's a wet race either. So if it's not a wet race, they're all running dry setups.
I've heard that it is wet race.
Okay.
Yes, I've heard that it is a wet race. So we shall find out if that ends up being for sure true. I guess it's like a maybe wet race is what it sounds like. So we'll find out. We're on Arcadia right now. I think Miniko seems pretty shocked that he may have accidentally just gotten himself a pole position just by being the first guy out there. Arcadia is going to be even slower than Bop's was, whose time currently sets him in 6th. Arcadia will come across the line at a 26.2. About a whole second almost exactly slower than Bop's, and that puts him in 11th. So the split times, the gaps are pretty big. We might see people get there. I don't know, though. We might. It's going to be tough. This is a weird one, Colby. This is a weird one. What are your thoughts?
It is. I'm kind of dumbfounded. Like, the fact that Miniko just got out that quick. Because we were talking about it before the stream went live, before we went live, about who's going to be the first one out.
Yeah.
Because we saw the raindrops, and it was like, I mean, it worked. He was the first one out, and he's going to get. It looks like he's going to get rewarded for it. Yeah,
I mean, he just came across the sector marker, and he's 1.3 seconds down from his best time. So at best right now, he has a 24.6 in his back pocket, which is making Bop's 25.2 look pretty solid. It looks like the rain's only getting heavier as well. So yeah, he's really got to hope that this works out in his favor, which as of right now, it looks like it will. And in that case, Miniko might be just getting pole position here. Yeah, he's gonna go in. He's done. He says, "I can't get better than that."
Yeah, Giants fan is going in also.
Estenby, I believe he's down on his best time as well. So, and he's, you know, a regular potential fighter for a pole position as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, we might just see everybody hit the pits and call it. Get their early qualifying done.
Yeah, I mean, why would you risk it, right?
Right.
If you crash, you're done for. Yeah. Oh, there goes Esteban. Okay, hold on a second. Now I mean my words. Okay, Tolby. Can somebody find 6/10 out of that? Do you think?
I wasn't on board with him fully, but I watched the Sector 3. He seemed pretty grounded, so I don't know if
It looks clean.
To outdo that by much.
I will say
Especially
Bob's
if it
is.
Go ahead.
Bob's was up, but he only got 4/10 out of it, so he's at 24.8 now instead of a 25.2. Our Wolfer improved himself. MV1 is starting a lap right now. Or sorry, just finishing a lap, and he put himself at a 25.1. I mean, look at the gaps now. They're close again. That's crazy talk. This is going to be weird. This is going to be weird.
The only chance they get is if the rain slows down, and it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's getting heavier than what it was.
Yes. Yep, exactly what I'm thinking, too. We got one driver still yet to even settle at, Mr. Mark 7 Hitch. And Master Turtle, hopefully he did do himself an outlap and retire. That is correct the way you're supposed to do it. He was surfing a quality ban along with Cookie and Gamer. Accidentally set a lap, but obviously it was a non-competitive one, so he did the right thing as well. Serving a quality ban as well. A few quality bans today, so it's going to change up the order for sure. Mark 7 Hitch only able to set 27.129. A little bit off the pace for sure. More to give. But, I mean, is there really more to give, Toby? Or do we already see this quality session basically at the end?
Yeah, see, Maniko and Giants just retired.
Yeah, they're done.
I think the top guys are just going to retire. I think like the mid to back are going to just see if they can't improve just to get a little bit of a better position. I mean, from 9th to 11th, it's 600ths of a second.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I keep fighting it.
You might just get those bottom guys out there just trying to see if they can't improve a couple spots to give them a better starting position.
Yeah, Xylot looks like he's going to go in. I don't think he has faith that he can do any better, so he's done it. Yeah, NZ Turtle says, I got to do a last to first plus a 15-second. Oh, yeah, Turtle's rocking quite a few penalties from last race, so he has a tough race ahead of him for sure to win this one. But you never know, right? You never know. Double A's out there. Looks like he's going to be going in, I'm sure, probably at the end of this lap. Sketchy Bull, is he...
Yeah, those 15-second penalties are rough. A couple races ago, I had a podium, and I had a 15-second penalty and knocked me down to P9.
Yeah.
So, kind of hurt.
It'll do you dirty, that's for sure. Now, Sketchy Bull, take a look at him. Hold on a second. He's up in his time. So,
almost 2 tenths.
He might actually do something right here, because he's only 3/10 off, or 2.5 tenths off from Bops. Can he beat that one? Not quite. Does improve himself, but not enough to make a position up. And you're right, though. Everybody is trying. MV1 is up 4 tenths right now. And now he's lost it all down to...
had a couple of laps on those tires also. Those weren't brand new tires.
Snowman losing some massive grip around the final corner. Yeah, all these drivers are really roughing it out here. Just trying their best to put something down, but there's not much you can do, right? Supply Raptor already down to 60% ERS before he gets to turn 1. That's crazy. And he validates and spins it, actually. Ooh, big spin. He's doing pirouettes. Wow. Oh, Aston Bob mentions he was 4 tenths down going into sector 3 on inters, but then he gained a second out of that one. Had he put that one together, he could have made 1 position, but it wouldn't have been any more. That's crazy talk, man.
Yeah, 4 tenths. He would have jumped Giants.
Yep.
But I think Maniko's safe.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be challenged at all. You're right. So we got Miniko almost certainly on pole. So congratulations, Miniko, in advance. How's it feel to be the fastest pole sitter in a Moose Racing League session? You did it after 1 lap, and nobody else got a chance. How's that feel?
Maniko says in the chat, he's like, the rain is only going to get worse too, so we might end up on full wets.
Yep. I don't know if we'd fully get to that full wet spot because we only have 3.5 minutes, but you never know, right?
Oh no, I'm talking about race time.
Oh.
I know in the tier 3 race we started dry, went to inters, and it was right on the border of inters and wets. A couple of people stopped and put the wets on, and they were a little bit faster for 2 or 3 laps, and then it went back to inters.
Which race you said?
The tier 3 race.
It wasn't tier 3. I was in tier 3. Do you mean tier 4?
Oh, tier
or tier 5? Tier 5. When you were in,
For
yeah.
some reason, I still thought I was in tier 3. Going back a couple seasons.
Hey, you never know. Once that PC comes, right? Check his files.
Right. Those
Yeah.
hacker codes.
Yeah, exactly right. Miniko says he's baffled, but he's not counting anything out. I don't blame him. You know, you never know. Here in Tier 1, random things happen, and sometimes just somebody comes out of nowhere and steals a spot, right? But, I mean, I think he's pretty safe. I'd be willing to bet my bottom dollar on this one that he's got this one in the bag. Those that would even have a chance of challenging him, realistically, are like Esteban, Double A's, and Giants fan. Fun fact, did you know Double A's is the... He's 25th in the world on time trial here.
It doesn't surprise me.
That's
I'm not surprised at all.
That is insane. That's the best one. He is the top
His
time trial.
was like a 15.3. Wasn't it like a 15.3?
Yes, and the number one is 15-0. Yeah, 3/10 off
I
of
don't get it.
I believe it was Lucas Blakely, a literal F1 esports world champion. Yeah, it was silly. So Double A's is one to really watch for today. I used his setup today. It's ridiculously good. Watch for him to struggle, though, on the straights if he's using a similar setup. It looks like he likes higher downforce.
I think I used his also. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's just good. It's a really good setup. But I noticed, like, I found myself really struggling to make passes on the straights, but I was keeping up with everybody.
Can't. Everybody else was running really low downforce compared to what I was.
Yep.
But in Sector 2, I was all over him in Sector 2.
Yep.
It's just hard. This track's really hard to find a good, safe overtaking point unless it's on that straight.
Yeah. I mean, I was finding them in very unconventional areas. It was all through Sector 2 when I was making my passes. I made one on the outside of Mod in like a really insane spot going into the uphill right-hander, turn 10. Took the outside line for that flat-out right-hander and nailed it. So it's doable.
Stuck behind people and just waited for them to make a mistake because it was raining.
And that's fair.
I just stuck behind them and waited for them to slip up a little bit and then would overtake.
I'm guessing you had a few of those.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to that, what do you think about this race here? I mean, this is the tier one Giga Chads, if you would, right? What do you think about the mistake potentiality for them?
I mean, people are going to make mistakes. I think on a track like this, it's already slippery, and then when it starts raining, it gets even worse and more slick. It's inevitable. Everyone's going to slip up, whether it's just a little snap out of the corner or late on the brakes and they slide too deep into the corner. There's going to be mistakes. So
yeah,
it's just who can make the least amount of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think those who can capitalize aren't going to be the ones that win. Now, take a look at this. We have two identical times: Graybush and Supply Raptor, identical at 25.405, both on interlaps. That's crazy. Other gaps to pay attention to: we got a really tight one between Bobs and Snaky. Just 600ths of a second separates those two protagonists.
The boss is spun coming out of the last corner.
Oh, yeah, I see him right there.
He was really close to his time. I don't think he was going to improve, and if it wasn't going to be enough.
Wow. That's tough. Yeah, he's probably going to feel pretty hard done by on that one. He's just going to go ahead and cross the line and let that finish him off because qualifying is over now. And we have a effectively guaranteed pole position for Miniko. Our Wolf will not be improving his time. He's 7/10 worse. MV1, I don't think he will improve his time either unless he has a crazy Sector 3. And a Sector 2 end up being good. It's going to be tight for him to improve. But he doesn't need too much. He only needs a 10th.
It's sketchy. He's almost a quarter of a second up on his.
Oh, sketchy bull. Okay, well, let's see what he's got because he's coming across the final couple corners. He has a lot of work to do, though, to make those positions. He's more than a 10th away from MV1. So where will Sketchy Bull find himself at the end of this qualifying session? Good lap. Wow, half a second almost.
Yeah.
And MV1 comes across the line. Does not improve. Gamer?
Gamer's up almost a half a second
Oh, he's
at
up.
the third sector split.
Boom. 4/10
Lost a
puts him
little
into
bit of time.
10th. Yeah. And Yellow Snowman's also up. Hold on a second. But he's so far off. Yeah, even that improvement. He got 2/10 out of that one. And he still only stayed in 13th. And Stig is the last one to come across the line. Stig, though, will be happy about this one. He is not qualifying in last place here, no matter what. Congratulations, Stig. You're no longer in the spot that you claim that you deserve to be in. You are actually in 5th to last. You would have almost made it into Q2 if this was a full session. I hope that feels better. Hey, at least I'm glad the Supply Raptor and Graybush are still identical times. I like seeing those. Always makes me laugh.
So, I mean, even with, the front two were their laps on softs. It's still only a 2-second split
It's crazy.
in between first place and last.
Yeah, and if realistic, I think Esteban was the first one that's actually on inters. So take a look at that. It's 24-1 to 25-6. That's 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's tight.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It just means that the racing here is going to be absolutely wild. Early predictions, Toby, before we get into this thing, as we're going to go ahead and read off our qualifying results. We got Minico, then Giants Fan, then Esteban. We got double A's outside of that. Don't Blink, and then Xylo, Sketchy Bolt, Bops, Snaky, Gamer, R-Wolfer, Everyone, Snowman, Supply Raptor, Graybush, Steak, Arcadia, Hitch, and then Cookie and Match Turbo serving quality bands. Early predictions, Toby. What are we thinking when it comes to this race? Who do you think will be our standout driver, and who do you think will find themselves in last?
Last, I'm going to say... Oh, he's going to hate me. I'm going to say Stig.
Oh, Stig, no. Don't do it dirty.
And P1, I'm going to take... I mean, double A's is hard to go against. Double A's, Bops, Xylo. P1 through P3.
You're putting Bops up into the top 3. Wow, an upset. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's important to mention as we're about to get into this thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the current standings. Estenbach currently leads the championship with only wins, so he needs another win because I think he's dead. He's only 2 points ahead of Double A's, who has no wins somehow, but it's still sitting right in there. He has got 1 DNF, but he's done a really great job otherwise all season long. Third place currently sits in Giants Fan's hand. And outside of that, it's then Arcadia, then Marcus Libs not too far off. The Marcus Libs will not be here today, of course. Xylo is obviously not too far as well, and Snaky is now starting to get a little bit ways away. He's about 20 points out. So Snaky and Up are all able to technically take the lead of the championship today if everybody above them
really tight.
Score less. Yeah, it's tight, dude. 20 points separates the top 7. That's insane. It's gonna be a scrap today, man. It's gonna be a scrap. Estenba needs another points result, though. He's only ever gotten wins or busts, so he needs to find a way to do a little bit better than that today. 2 no participates. The last 2 weeks he was having wheel issues. I'm curious where he may have been had he not had those wheel issues. That's the forever question. Now back to the full constructor standings. I don't know if you've taken a look at this one after this last week, Toby, but Williams currently leading as well. They're going to want a good result with Alpine sitting in second. I hear the lights counting. Let's go racing today, Toby. Let's have some fun. The race down to turn 1. It's going to be wild. It is. We got 3, 4, and 5 lights are on. And we're on Minico's POV. We're waiting for him to launch. And he's out of there. And it's a race time right here in Portugal. Really good launch from Minico. And an even better one from Giants Fan, I think. But the outside run from Esteban all the way up into second immediately before he gets to turn 1. Huge move right there from Esteban. Everybody's staying pretty clean. A McLaren having to go off the track. Same with an Aston Martin and an AlphaTauri at the back of Cookie. Everybody else staying pretty calm and collected. No spins, no hits, no carnage. Everybody staying clean through turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. Congratulations. Tier 1. There's a reason why you are Tier 1. Minico's still leading the race with a great start. Did I just eat my words? We have some collisions in the back.
Ferrari just missed his braking point and hit somebody in the back. He kind of got off track enough to save it from being a complete disaster.
Oh, that's lucky. That's very lucky. Well, speaking of lucky, Esteban was lucky that Giants Fan did not have the launch of a century. Esteban all the way up into second. Remember, he's fighting for a win right now because he needs all these points to help extend his championship lead. Minico, not even in the championship fight as of right now, but he still wants to do great. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our details today. Position changes. Nobody up or down too much. Our Wolfer down 4. Arcadia and Supply Raptor both up 3, so that's kind of our big movements. It's a little bit of action going down at the back, as you can probably see. When it comes to our tire strats, everybody on softs or mediums, no hards. None at all. Minico taking aggressive strats with the soft early. Maybe wants to take those long. Maybe around lap 15-ish or so. See if you can stretch them.
I think that is especially tier 1, that is definitely the strat. Medium softs.
Think so?
They'll probably. I don't think we'll see any hards unless there's a really early safety car. I did one of the social practice races last night and ran medium softs, and you can get my second stint. My tires got to about 60, almost 70%, so it wasn't too terrible.
That's pretty worn down.
I don't think I lose enough time to warrant a 2-stop.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think any of these guys are going to be doing 2 stops either. It's just a question of, are they going to be optimizing? Are they going to be opting to use that hard, or are they just going to stay away from it like the plague? A lot of it's going to depend on when that safety car comes out, if we do get one. If we get one with anywhere from 25 to 30 laps remaining, I see hards coming on. Otherwise, I think you're probably right. I don't think anyone's going to touch them. We'll find out, though, of course. The action so far has been relatively tame at the front. Estenba has not found his way in front of Minico. Double A's and Giants fan kind of fighting with each other, but Zylo looking for an outside line on Giants fan. Giants fan dropped actually position to his teammate who had the soft tires, and now Zylo's got to fight his way around the outside of Giants fan. Almost collides with each other. The old championship rivals from 2 seasons past, where it all came together for a dramatic finish in Canada. And there goes Minico actually getting passed up by Estenba, who has just the overspeed on the straights. Minico might have a little bit higher downforce, but remember, he's on those softs, so he's got to make sure he utilizes the grip out of those things as best he can.
Yeah, you don't want to start on softs and fall back.
Yeah.
Kind of counteracting yourself.
Exactly. However, there is a little bit of advantage of doing that in the fact that you get to save your tires a little bit. There goes Zylo with a big inside move on the inside of Giants fan. Barely going to stick. I think he's going to stick it. Doesn't want to give too much room, but Giants fan just has enough to be able to hold on. It's side by side, neck and neck. This is very tight going up into the hills for turns 9, 10, 11, and he has to back out. Does Zylo?
Smart.
Yeah, smart right there. You can stick around the outside there.
I said that the whole tier 3 stream. I was saying that is not the place to go side by side.
It's funny.
So scary side by side through there.
It's funny you say that. I actually made a move around there on the outside.
It's so scary.
I did it. It was scary. The only reason why I did it was because it was with Mod. If it was anybody else, there's no shot I would have even done it.
Right.
But I knew. I was like, I can trust him. We got this. It was a brave one. Now, speaking of brave, those Zylo. Oh, go ahead.
I think Zylo would have got that move done on Giants fan if Double A's wasn't in front. They kind of boxed him in going into that corner.
Yeah.
I think he had the faster minimum speed through that corner, and Double A's just kind of, his car was there. He couldn't go through.
Absolutely. Now, it looks like the 2 leaders are going to leapfrog with each other. Smart moves from both of them to just go ahead and work together, even though they're on opposite teams. They are just kind of allowing themselves to carry a lot of overspeed and fly away a little bit from Double A's. That's kind of their goal. The 2 Williams obviously going to try to work together. They're just such a power team. But speaking of a power team, look at Haas. Sits in 6th and 7th. Don't blink and pops. They're doing pretty solid tonight so far. How about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, interesting.
Pops is usually like pretty calm, cool, collective.
Yep. Now, what you can tell, if you take a look at this, notice how a lot of these teammates are on opposite strategies, where one's on the softs, one's on the mediums. You can see which of them are in voice calls, literally just by whether or not they pick different tires. We always know that the Williams guys are in a voice call together. They got Chantilla giving them their race engineering. Shout out Chantilla. And so they're definitely gonna be playing the strategy game all night tonight. They always do.
And at this level, I mean, down where I'm at in tier 5, being in a call with your teammate, really the only thing you're looking for is that you're not double stacking.
Yep.
But at this level with these guys, everything's so close. I think there's a lot more strategy you can do with your teammate that will help both of you guys out in the long run.
Yeah, big time. I gotta agree. Now, speaking of a teammate move right here, it's Bops and Don't Blink passing up on each other. He makes it very easy for him. Does Don't Blink, so that way Bops can just kind of go ahead and sort of carry them along, because they're way far off the pace from the top 5. Top 5 all right on each other. Oh, there's a bit of an inside move right there from MV1. MV1 says, no, it's my turn to get in front now, and he's going to split up the Haas's with a very aggressive move into turn 2. Snaky wants to get aggressive there as well. Maybe make an inside line on Don't Blink. Don't Blink covers it off very well. Snaky, late break, has to go in, almost makes a collision. It is so scrappy right here from 6th through 10th, but they somehow make it out alive. Cookie up into 9th after serving a quali ban. Snaky wants to give him as little room as he can, but Cookie just finds his way through. Masterful side-by-side racing from these drivers to get to that center.
5 cars into the same corner at the same time.
That was so scary, right? And there goes a Haas on the inside. You guys can't see it quite yet. There it is. It's Don't Blink. That's a big crash right there. That's Cookie and Don't Blink. I saw it potentially coming. Don't Blink gets back on track. It's totally fine.
Snaky is missing his left end plate.
Oh, no. So multiple drivers involved with that one. Snaky actually just got hit by something. Not sure what happened. I heard a little bump. I think Snaky and Yellow Snowman.
Yellow Snowman got into the back of Arc.
Yeah, could have been that. Snaky's going to dip into the pits. Oh, Yellow Snowman. Look at this. Going to make a move right there. A few people going into the pits. Snaky and Gamer both going in. Yellow Snowman making an inside line on Arcadia. He's going to have this one done and dusted. I think he will. Oh, just kidding. Arcadia holds on the outside. Wow. Arcadia.
So much speed through that corner.
That was aggressive. I love it. Zylo looking for an outside line on Giants fan. Going into turn 7, gets a really big snap at the rears, though, getting on the power. He's out of ERS entirely, and Giants fans only down to 10, so all these drivers are using all their energy just to hold each other off. I think Giants fans just playing keep away on Xylo, so he can't go and attack double A's or anybody in front of that. Minico and Esteban, though, kind of in a world of their own. Yeah, they're only 7/10 out, doesn't seem very far, but, you know, in this tier, that's a big gap.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, it's a pretty toasty start to this race, huh, Dolby?
Yeah, and Esteban's about to break DRS from Nico.
There it
and
is.
That is not going to be good for Nico because the Williams are going to pounce all over him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no chance he holds on for much longer. I bet you he's probably starting to hit that tire cliff to where the mediums are still...
Yeah, that was my next sentence. It's about to be the changeover time where the mediums are going to start being a better tire.
Oh, yeah, big time. In fact, there goes one Williams. The other Williams too far back, but... Yeah, Double A's made it through no problem. In fact, Double A's is now already actually within DRS zone of the car he's trying to attack, being Esteban. Remember, Double A's does have the quote-unquote better pace out of the two of them. That's just based on time trial, though. You know, the race situation is always different, but Double A's does have DRS. So be able to defend off of Minico and make a little bit more attack. Never know. Shantilla says, hey, shush. I'm not engineering or anything. Maybe I am. I've only got 11 streams open right now. Shantilla is going to be the engineer MVP of the year. We got to make a reward for that one and give him that one because that's incredible.
Everyone's stream, yeah. that's dedication.
Bro needs to get paid by the team at this point. Williams Esports, where you at? Get this guy on your staff. That's incredible. He's ready to go. Now, speaking of people who are ready to go, I think Arcadia is ready to go make a move on Don't Blink sooner than later. Remember, Don't Blink and I believe it was Cookie had a little bit of a coming together.
Yeah, where'd that gap from Supply Raptor to Bops come from? That was, those were the 5 cars that were all together.
Yeah, I think during that tussling, those cars, a few cars kind of made it out alive, and they started to gap out. As you can see, Bops and MV1 kind of a little pocket just fighting themselves. In fact, Bops will probably make a pass here going into turn 1. Yeah, pretty easily, actually.
They might want to try to work together to try to gain time on that top 5.
I bet you that's what they're doing. Just going to leapfrog. But again, you know, they can only leapfrog if they're fast enough to keep up through the corners. And I don't know, man. Like, those top 5, that's like the definition of the 5 horsemen that
yeah, for sure.
that can go and beat everybody out.
Tier 1, those are the 5 drivers that come to your head.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of those, one of them, the pole sitter today, Mr. Minico, currently down to 3rd. Lost a couple of positions after starting on pole. The start was not necessarily ideal for him. It was way better for Esteban. And Giants fan. They're going for it still. They never don't go for it, though. They always give each other the hard time, don't they?
Right.
Oh,
They should.
oh. Yo, there's no way Xylo just stuck that one. Oh, and there's the hit.
Oh, no.
And that's 1, 2, 3 boards, and he's a full spun around.
Oh, no.
I thought it was actually going to be stuck for a while, but unfortunately, it did not happen. Giants fan and Xylo collide coming over the hill. And that Xylo down the order. Huge tumble. Slowly going to rejoin the track. Rejoin safely right behind the McLaren of Mark 7 Hitch. But he's down to 15th after fighting for 5th. 10 positions lost from that hit.
That was my P3 prediction.
That is, yeah.
A lot of work.
You said it was going to be Bops, Double A's, and Xylo.
I said Double A's P1, Bops P2, Xylo P3.
Oh, in that order. You even called it an order. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Double A's got some work to do to get up there. And now also that's going to mean Minico is right up on the back of him. You can see 1.6 seconds from Double A's to Esteban. And Giants fan sits in 4th. That 2nd, 3rd, 4th pack is still tight. Barely within DRS of each other, being Giants fan. He's kind of actually losing out. Looks like he's losing time, big time. I think Fast is on track undeniably as Esteban. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's his to lose right now.
Yeah.
But I think Double A's is just, he's under tire management phase right now, the way he's on the softs. He's just trying to make them last as long as possible.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I could say it better myself. I think that's probably the smart thing to do. He wants to make sure he doesn't lose too much time, obviously, to Esteban while he's under this racing condition, especially if there ends up being a safety car. He wants to be kind of within touching distance. If there's a safety car now, it really favors those that are on the softs. Basically, for the next 3 laps before they all go in, they should probably be going in the next 3 to 6 laps, though.
Yeah, the medium runners, if safety car comes out right now, then you have life-changing decisions to make.
Yeah, it's hard to softs. I mean,
yeah.
You can't pick another mediums because then you're just committing to that 2-stopper no matter what. Just that'd be rough. Arcadia, they're gonna make a pass and don't blink. Again, they're working together for sure. Higher up though, it's Bops and MV1 also working together once again. Let each other pass. That working together is not really paying off for them though. I think 2 laps ago they were 3.9 seconds off. This lap they're 3.9 seconds off. What can they do? You know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, all you can do, you can only do so much if you don't have. If the pace isn't there, the pace isn't there. Just try to stay consistent and hope something happens that works in your favor.
Exactly. Now, the tight battling is actually, like, you know, with some passes and stuff like that, is realistically down 12th through 16th. That's where everybody's really fighting. It's a very tight little train right here. R. Wolfer leading it, or sorry, Master Turtle leading it to R. Wolfer, to Graybush, to Hitch, to Xylo. Xylo looking for maybe an outside line on Hitch, going over the hill. The hill that actually was his last collision spot, so he needs to be careful here. Takes the outside line again. There goes Xylo. He is not burned from that past experience. Has to go wide on that one. I think that was a bit of a overly aggressive spot to go for it. Needs to wait for a better move.
Absolutely.
It's just not there.
That's a hard position to be in when you end up in the back with people that you're naturally faster than.
Yeah.
Because you want to get by them every chance you can, but this is track. It's a really difficult track to make good moves in awkward places. Put it that way.
That
Xylo
goes
actually
up
jumps in the pits.
Yeah, early one.
Give himself some clean air.
Do you think he has wing damage? Let's see if he gets a wing change. I'm curious. If he's going in right now, you know, does he really expect to make those mediums last 22, 23 laps?
There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Put him on.
Wow. So, Xylo with a very aggressive strategy. You're going to see Snakey will be able to pass him up. I see he had to make an earlier pit stop about 4 laps ago. The other drivers that also had to pit, Gamer and Sketchy Bull, will also right beyond him. They're on hards, fighting it for the last place. Look at that Sketchy Bull. You can see in the background. It's really makes the move. Oh, it's actually a 3-way battle right here going into the second, third, and fourth corner. That's going to be an outpit on the inside. Xylo tries to hold that line. He does have the freshest tires, but they're cold. And Gamer wants to make a move on Xylo. He's going to fight him. He's going to fight him.
I'll go 3 wide. Oh, I thought Sketchy was about to get in on that too, going in that corner.
I think he's just going to wait his way out, but Xylo's probably so not happy about this. And Sketchable has a front row view. They're almost tapping wheels going into turn 9. And Gamer looking for an inside dive. He's going to have the inside speed, but not the inside exit speed. There's not the way to go for it. And Xylo will be able to hold that one. I think he's going to be safe for now.
So a little bit of inside information. Yesterday, who was it? Manico took mediums 26 laps.
Wow.
And they were at, like, I think he said 80-something%. And he didn't puncture.
Wow. That's incredible.
But, I mean, they're going to be in terrible condition. And I think Xylo honestly just did it to give himself fresh air. He was in that traffic, and he was just losing time. And like you said, he's probably super mad that he came out of the pits and still had the battle.
Yeah.
And losing even more time.
He probably lost about a whole another second or so in that little battle at the very end as soon as he came out of the pits.
For sure.
Yeah, as of right now, only the back 4 have gone into pit, and Snakey's only 15 seconds away from Yellow Snowman, and it's slowly gaining as well. So those back soft runners, basically anybody, I would say don't blink and back, are kind of in tough spots right here on those softs. Really just praying they get a safety car any minute now. They need one. I'm surprised we haven't got one with our 2 big collisions. They just happen to be in spots where people could, go off the side of the track and not cause one. It's very lucky. Very, very, very lucky.
I've noticed watching throughout the day, this seems like a track that's kind of, you don't get as many safety cars as a lot of the tracks we race. I guess because the walls are so far away from the track, a lot of runoff spot, but
that's true. Yeah, it just depends on obviously where people are crashing. I've seen people actually get some big crashes on their own coming around turn 1. That's really like one of the only spots that you have a really solid shot of like hitting a wall. Also, the uphill left-hander turn 4, I want to say it is, that these drivers are just about to come across. I'm on Don't Blink's camera right now. He's coming over that uphill left-hander. If you get squirrely and you fall and you lose all the grip, you'll end up going left
cut
from the wall.
across and hit the inside wall.
Correct. That's the only spot though, really, realistically, like where it's a high likelihood of a safety car. Sometimes the game will glitch out. Though.
Giants fan around Manico, and he has caught the back of double A's.
Wow.
Those mediums are working out well for him.
Yes, they are. And Xylo's grabbing himself a 3-second time penalty just to try to catch up. You're right, though, that that gap between double A's and Giants fan has closed up significantly. It's curious to see what Esteban's got, you know, kind of maybe plotting in his head. I'm wondering when he's thinking about making his pit stop move. If he gets this point, he's going to be our first driver of the season to hit 100 points, which is crazy that we haven't even had a driver hit 100 points yet. Oh, there goes Double A's early in.
Yeah, I think Esteban is just going to play the reaction game. He's got a big enough lead where he can just play the reaction. I don't think someone's going to undercut 2.5, almost 3 seconds, but...
It's a fair point. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we shall see if that ends up happening. I think it's definitely possible. Double A's is going to be getting on the hards. Interesting strats from Double A's. Let's see where he comes out. I think he'll be coming out right next to Mr. Yellow Snowman. Yeah, it's going to be tight going into turn 1. Yellow Snowman will just barely get in front of him. 3 drivers on the hards. Don't blink. It's coming out on mediums, and so is Gray Bush, also on mediums. Yeah, I think they were both on softs, though, so it does make sense, honestly. Makes total sense.
Yeah, I mean, the hards are going to last longer. They're going to be a little bit slower here at the beginning of the stand, but towards the end of it, they'll be faster than probably... Well, Double A's will be faster than anybody on the track.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah, big time. I'm excited to see kind of how their pace, you know, differential changes as the changes to tires start to happen. I think it's going to be very interesting. To see which tires these guys are all going to opt for. And how it's going to change their race tracks. There goes Esteban going in now. Okay, that's an early pit stop for Esteban. Is he taking the hards? Esteban puts on the whites.
I don't know about that strat.
As I'm mentioning that there's going to be some weird strats going on, we get Esteban into the pits to put on some hards. What do you guys think, y'all?
Him going on the hards, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he still had life in the mediums. At 14 laps, he could have kept going.
Interesting. Yeah, he'll be coming out.
That blows my mind.
He's out in front of Double A's, though, by 1.4 seconds. Not much.
No,
in fact,
he
lost time to Double A's.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Double A's might be giving that information to the Giants fan right now, and Giants fan might be coming in this next lap.
That could be it.
So he doesn't lose too much time to Esteban.
We shall see. I think, you know, if I was watching this race as a driver, and I would say, like, you know, Giants fan bops, you know, those guys that are kind of up in the front, I would be trying my best to see if I can extend these mediums out to the point that I can get on the softs and use those for 10 laps. Because I don't think a safety car is coming at this rate.
Pray for a safety car? Yeah.
Yeah. MV1, Supply Raptor, Arcadia, they're all in tough spots right now. They need to make a call any minute now. Otherwise, they're just going to be losing so much time. You know, it's going to be tough.
And MV1 just makes the call, as you said that.
Yep. And Supply Raptor, too. And Arcadia does not. He's the only one. Let's see what MV1
is. Afraid of double stacking?
It could be, yeah. Actually, that's probably exactly what it was. There goes the mediums for MV1. And Supply Raptor on the mediums as well. Yep, so these soft guys are going to be getting on the mediums, taking them to the end. The medium runners at the front, the top 6, basically, excluding Arcadia, so top 5, realistically then, are all going to be wanting to get on the softs if they can extend for longer. It's just a question of how much time are these hard runners that are on fresh hards right now going to be gaining against these old mediums. I mean, dude, it's like, it's all a game of cat and mouse right now.
Yeah, it really is. It's the strategy's playing in more this race than some of the other races I've seen in this year, to be honest.
Yeah. Now, I do want to highlight one person who's had an insane race so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the positions gained. It's going to blow your mind.
Stig.
Nope. Cookie is up 17 positions.
Oh, yeah, he started at the back. He had the quality ban.
Correct. He is flying. Arcadia and Master Turtle also up 13 and 15. They're killing it. And Stig's doing great, too. He's up 7 positions, but he's also in a tough pit stop position. So we're going to see how that's going to work out for him. But yeah, I had to give Cookie some love right there. That's insane. He's up 17 spots. Obviously, he won't be after pit stops, right? But it's so crazy. Arcadia is going to go in the pits right now. Let's see what he gets on. Definitely mediums. Definitely has to be mediums. Sure. He took those softs a long time, though. I mean, he did a really good job with those softs.
Yeah. 16 laps is a ways on softs.
Yeah.
Yep. With the fuel load and everything like that, very, very much.
Yeah. There goes Yellow Snowman as well into the pits. So I believe every single person has made a pit except for Stig and the top 5. So now that we're at that point where everybody's making their pit stops, now we're really into the final meat and potatoes of the race. Esteban still leading it, but it's Double A's right behind it, only 4/10 off of the current championship protagonist. Kiss My Axe makes a good point. He's the first place driver, and he missed the last 2 races. That is correct, and he might even keep that first place spot with this current pace. You never know. Gap to leader as of right now is decently far for everybody. Let's go ahead and take a look. I know Tilla wants to know something. He can take his strategy. Just so I can go ahead and answer your question, Double A's is 18 seconds away from the leader, because I know that's all you care about. No, for reals, though, Master Turtle 15 seconds out the leader, and R. Wolfer 16 seconds. You can see Esteban's actually catching up to R. Wolfer, and it's a whole pit stop between them. But remember, top guy is going to be on softs. These top 5 all going to be putting on softs. I bet you they're going to go to lap 20. I bet you they're taking it to lap 20. And if they take it to lap 20, all 5 of them are on different teams, so they can all go in at the same time, give or take. If they take it to lap 20, it's a 13-lap sprint on softs. You can easily make those laps go 13, or those softs go 13 with strong pace. And it's a question of how much do they gain? Are they going to get like a full pit stop worth of time on that soft to hard disadvantage? I don't know.
I mean, it depends on, so I don't know what the time loss is here in the pits.
It's 20. I believe it's 28 seconds, if I recall correctly.
Okay. So right now, Giants fan would come out behind stick.
Yep. Correct. Yeah, he'd be pretty far off. So, we got. Speaking of somebody in a problem, hold on a second. We got a yellow flag. Oh, Sketchable had a mistake coming across turn 1. Ended up going wide. No safety car though. No safety car. 26 pit. Thank you so much, Andy. 2 seconds off. Excuse me. Thank you, Andy. You know, I always thought Andy would be a strategy god, and looked like I was right. Speaking of somebody who was looking right, you were saying Bops was going to be a contender for a podium, and right now he's sitting in 3rd, and on that pit stop strategy, he looks like he might be in a good spot as well, you know, after pit's going. R. Wolfer would be losing a position, but I believe he has DRS, so... Oh, no way. R. Wolfer is going to get his way back up in front of Esteban. Doesn't want to lose it, and oh my gosh, they're coming across a lap car? Or no, it's not a lap car, it's just Master Turtle on old tires. It is chaos right here at this part of the track. 7th, 8th.
Hating this right now.
Yeah, he's pissed, but he just found his way through. A majority of it. Double A's is the one who's really hating it. He's still stuck. He has to make a move on Master Turtle here going into this next corner. Master Turtle, yeah, there's nothing you can do to defend that one. Yeah, that was an easy one. Oh, in fact, Esteban gave Double A's, I think, a little bit more room than he was entitled to. Made a little bit of an adjustment after he saw... Oh, sorry, guys, just dropped my controller. Made a bit of an adjustment as he saw a big dive coming from the car behind. And she kind of allowed Double A's a little bit of a free advantage there. Esteban take the outside line on R. Wolfer. I think he's going to have it stuck. Yeah, he will. Yeah, that was pretty easy right there. The gap, or the grip disadvantage is huge. There goes Double A's. Whoa! And he pushed R. Wolfer onto a 3-second time penalty. He's not going to be stoked about that one. I'm sure he's going to want to get that one removed. That was aggressive, Double A's. I mean, you got to do what you got to do right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to get stuck behind R. Wolfer for those corners because he would have been losing a lot of time to Esteban.
Tons. And I said they were going to go 20 laps. They went 19 laps on these guys, Giants fan and Bops did. They've gone in. R. Wolfer will stay out. He's going to go for the full 20. Giants fan puts on the softs. Get ready to see some insane pace advantage from Giants fan and Bops. We'll be seeing fastest laps coming in pretty soon, but it's a question of, are they going to get stuck in bad traffic? As of right now, Giants fan way outside of the traffic. Bops, though, needs to find his way in front of his teammate and the Aston Martin. I think he will. Don't blink. Closing on him quick, though. Same thing with Xylo. They're really closing on him. They just need to make sure that Haas in front, that Bops doesn't slow them down too much. It is tight, tight, tight. I think Bops gets a good enough exit, though. He should be able to hold him off. Yeah, he will. Very lucky for Bops to come out.
1 through 4 on cold tires is not fun.
No, it's hard.
Yeah. There's no turn in, no nothing.
I think if Don't Blink wasn't there to defend for his teammate, Xylo would have sent the heck out of it into turn 2 and 3. There was no way he would stay behind that one. No way. Speaking of ascend, Minico just sent his way past Master Turtle through Sector 2. So, yeah, they're going for unconventional passes right now as Minico's stuck in between 2 old tire cars. Ooh, there's a spin. I think it might be Sketchy Bull. Yeah, it's Sketchy Bull. Another spin for Sketchy Bull. Just a race for him to forget for sure. Cookie goes into the pits. Double A's leads. Esteban in second. Double A's found his way through. But Esteban will get him back here on the DRS straight. Guaranteed. Minico sits in 4th. Up to 3rd after this pit stop change from Cookie. Yep. Double A's does get in front. Oh, it's actually side by side. Esteban, Double A's. I don't know exactly what happened there, but Double A's found his way back up in front, and Esteban slowed down mega for turn 1. Did you see that?
No, I wasn't on him. I was watching the guys in the pits.
Oh, wow. That was scary. That was almost a big collision. In fact, now it's going to allow Minico to get his way up in front as well. Oh, it's a side-by-side tap. They collide. What is going on? Is Esteban disconnected or something?
He looks super slow.
He's disconnected.
I don't see anything saying, oh, Lord.
I knew. I was like, that's not like him. That's going to be scary for Giants fan to know of as well. It means he has to pass by a disconnected car, and that's going to mean that Double A's is in an extremely good position to potentially win this race. Toby, if you're able to maybe invite Esteban, that'd be great. Obviously, I don't want to since we're doing... Oh, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. My golly gee, this is scary stuff right now. But we got Minico sitting in 2nd, 3 seconds off. Does he have damage is the question from that collision. I don't think he does.
I think if anybody would have, it would have been Esteban's wing.
Yeah, in fact, there goes Esteban losing another position to Giants fan. But he's going to have his AI really wants to fight. They're going to be coming out right next to an AI. Oh, no, retired AI. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
I hate that this game does that. It does not make sense to me. That's sketchy.
Did you see that?
Literally sketchy.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Giants fan barely got past an Esteban. Thank gosh he was AI. He was on a straight collision course for the other AI, and the AI kind of figured out how to deal with an AI kind of thing. Wow, Esteban looks like he's gotten himself back in.
Yeah, he's back.
But 3 seconds off.
He's going to be mad coming back.
Yeah.
Seeing where he's at.
Yeah. He's 7 seconds away from the leader now. Wow. However, we got Giants fan in a bit of an interesting position. He is currently sitting himself in 3rd, only 4 seconds away from the lead, and that lead is his teammate. Do we see Team Orders? They're going to scrap it.
I mean, I think as long as they can stay 1-2, I would see them scrapping it. And Esteban was still losing, lost out to MV1 and Cookie.
Yep. I don't know if he's found his way back actually into the driver's seat yet. In fact, there goes.
Bops is about to get him. Yeah.
Yep. It sounds like Chantilla's trying to give some things. Oh my gosh, Bops! On the straightaway. Bops is fully crashed on a straight. That's not an AI. He rejoins very safely.
No, I'm saying Esteban's AI.
Was it Esteban's AI that got Bops?
I don't know. I mean, Bops just got by him.
Oh my gosh. It may have been. And that is going to frustrate the heck out of the Haas driver who was looking so good. And now he's got to fight his way back on these soft tires. That is brutal for him. Up at the front, it's Giants fan getting past Minico now. Those soft tires doing work for him, and he is sitting in 2nd, 3 seconds off from his teammate, who is his leader. Again,
Chantilla in chat says he's giving out the team orders.
I don't think they're gonna listen. I think they should fight it.
They're not.
No.
As long as they get the 1-2, they're not gonna care. They're gonna fight each other.
Oh, absolutely, as they should, because I think they're dead even with each other on the championship standings as well. Let's go ahead and take a look just so you guys want to see. We're gonna have this pop up over. Yeah, they are 4 points off of each other on the standings. So something to note. For sure. I don't see Team Mortis going. I don't see it happening.
I mean, you can't.
No way. Esteban, I think, looks like he's back. The car looks like it's being driven by a normal person again, so. Let's find out. In fact, oh, just kidding. It's just glitching forward. Now he just glitched in front of Supply Raptor. What the heck? He just teleported in front of a car. Excuse me? What just happened?
Yeah, that's scary. He's glitching all over the place.
Yeah, he's all over. Oh my gosh. Esteban's not going to be happy about this. Oh, in fact, he's going to go wide right there. But then, will he just end up teleporting back in front? We're going to find out. They registered him going wide. I have no idea. I have no idea. Chantilla says he's got it under control. I don't think he's got it under control. Because it's 1.2 seconds closed now.
Yeah.
With 9 laps to go. I mean, at that point, both of them are going to have terrible tires as well. So both
I don't
of
think
them.
he's gonna be able to tell the team principal what to do.
Yeah, no shot. No shot. That just makes it even more fun. And Double A is technically leads the championship right now. So.
Right. I mean, it might happen right here.
7-10s. I don't know if they're quite close enough. Minico, though, wants them to fight. The one thing I don't think they'll do is put each other in compromised scenarios to where they actually slow each other
No,
down.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They're too good of friends to do that. They like
Yeah.
each other, so.
In fact, I can hear Giants fan lifting. Listen to his engine right now. He's definitely lifting going into braking zones. And they're going to swap. They're going to swap.
Oh,
That is a
braked on him right there.
That is a very blatant swap right there. That is smart to let him just go out and go cruise. Double A says, yeah, I can't hold that one off. I'm just going to let you go.
Yeah. I mean, he's on 11.5 old hards against brand new, fairly new softs. I mean, there's nothing
Yeah.
you can do. He might come back at him in the next couple laps, but
Yep. Speaking of a swap, there's another swap right behind them for 3rd and 4th. Minico and Cookie just swapped it, and it was definitely a swap as well. Minico slowed down off to the side of the track to let Cookie go through. Minico now just going to kind of defend against MV1 and let his teammates see if he can charge up and get 3.5 seconds and take off that position from Double A's. Remember, still the hard tire versus soft tire battle right here. I think Cookie has a chance to find his way out there into second. And remember, dude, look at how much he's pushing. He's using every inch of grip. He's really going for it. He's coming from 3rd to last, if I recall correctly. Or last? Was he actually last or second to last, actually? Hold on a second.
I think he was second.
Second to
I'm
last?
looking
Yeah, that's
now.
crazy.
He's up 16 spots. He started 19th. But still,
It's unbelievable.
either way.
Unbelievable. Yeah, great race from him so far. He does have a lot of work, though, to do to get up to Double A's. He's got to really, really cook it. Estonbot, Supply Raptor, they're just glitching into each other. Yep, I have no idea what's up. In fact, Estonbot and Supply Raptor just crashed. And Supply Raptor is going to feel really mad about that one because there's no way he could see that one. I was watching that. It was just ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. Estonbot also crashed out of it as well. Oh. No idea what's going on with here. Up. 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 Teleportation Nation over here from Estonbot. Oh my gosh. That's gnarly.
Our Wolf for 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags.
Oh.
So any chance he had at points, I think this went out the window.
Stig just got forced off the track by the AI of Estonbot, and he had to went straight into the grass. Oh my gosh. This ghosty car is going wild right now. I don't know what's going on. It's a little scary for sure. Supply Raptor and Master Turtle having a fight. There's battles all up and down this field for sure. Hold on a second. More importantly, though, look at the gap from Cookie to Double A's now.
Yeah, he's been getting on him slowly but surely.
That was almost a whole second, that lap.
3.2?
It was I think it was 3.6. So over a second,
Crazy.
second and a half. 2 tenths in just one corner right
goes
there.
Down about a tenth. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, Cookie's or Double A's is in danger. The question is Giants fan in danger from Cookie? That's the question.
I don't think they are. I mean, they're on this basically the same life tires.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this leader gap. It's 3.3 seconds from Cookie to the leader as of right now. They could be on the same, level of tire wear for sure, but does Cookie have the pace? I think he might.
Right.
I think he might. That's the question. Oh, Estonbot has decided to retire into the pits. That is so unfortunate for Estonbot. Man. He needed this race to go a lot better for him, and it just unfortunately doesn't. And same does Gamer as well. He also has retired into the pits, so both of them have called it a day. Man, Estonbot, sorry that's happening, man. That's really tough.
Yeah, I feel bad for all the other cars that car affected also.
Yeah.
It was wreaking havoc out there.
Yeah, that's brutal, man. There's nothing,
Oh,
go ahead.
this Gamer's car is going to come out on
Oh,
track.
no. Oh, no, it's right in front of Cookie.
Ooh,
Oh, Cookie.
and you got a warning for that for sure.
He might not have, though. You can actually go wide there and not get a
Slow
warning,
down.
which is messed up. But, no, without a slowdown. You can flat out there and not
Oh,
get
really?
a warning.
I
It's
wish
an
I
exploit.
would've known that a couple hours ago.
It's an exploitation of the track and not allowed, but it is something you can do if you need to avoid somebody into turn 1. I had to on lap 1. I didn't even flat out it. I had to lift because I was like, oh yeah, I'm still gonna get crashed. But yeah, as right now, Cookie just a second, or 1.1 seconds off of double A's. So this 1-2 for Williams is looking in jeopardy for sure. But the first position is not looking too much in jeopardy, as double A's is going to be the Great Wall of Williams over here. I guarantee you, against Cookies.
Giants fan is on the horn saying, fight him as hard as you can.
I guarantee you, you're right. Absolutely. I mean, wouldn't you too? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have to. You have to. A little bit farther down the grid, I want to take a look at Don't Blink and Arcadia. Arcadia, been a very good driver this season for sure, but he's had a bit of bad luck. Today is no exception. He's being chased down by Don't Blink. He's on some older tires. They're definitely starting to scream a little bit. Ooh, Cookie, 3/10 off of double A's. And into the slow zone. Had to back out of it for sure. Watch the way he comes over that fast left-hander. 3/10. Oh, yeah. Look at double A's. Takes that inside line. There's nothing he can do. He had no shot. He defends this one.
Oh,
hold on a second.
Brakes.
There goes Cookie for looking down the inside. Doesn't have the outside speed. Okay. Double A's. Hardcore defense. Wow. Big defensive line from double A's.
Make them use up some of those soft tires as well.
Yeah, big time. I think Cookie's been using up a lot of them anyways, just to catch up to where they're at right now. He's lifting big time. Huge lift, yeah. He's just not even fighting it for sure. Let's go ahead and stay up. Because double A's also doesn't want to slow down at the same time, like, right? He's got to play a very careful game. They've caught Cookie's caught a few tenths on Giants fan this lap. So he does have the pace over him, and it's going to be a pass easily done into turn one. There's nothing double A's can do this one. Yeah, it's just done. No. Yeah, he's not even burning your ass. He's like, yep, I just can't do it. Now it's just all up to Giants fan to hold off, 2.5 seconds in 3 laps on a very aggressive attacking, charging Cookie. Dare I say the Cookie Monster? Dare I say it?
It's gonna be close.
We got some...
Giants being up front with his teammate behind him. He could have been laying off his tires though, like giving him a little bit of extra life. And as we saw, Cookie has been pushing.
That's a good point.
As hard as he can.
It's a very good point. Now Cookie though, only 2.5 seconds. He's catching a little bit of time, ever so slightly. He's catching a bit of time. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna be down to the wire for sure between these two. It'll be tight. It's really anyone's game. You never know. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at a little bit farther down the grid. We're gonna take a look at Don't Blink and Arcadia. Actually, a pretty big train right here. Take a look at this from our Wolfer all the way down to Graybush. Some in the points, some out of it. A few penalties as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at these penalties. We got 3 seconds for Minico, 6 for Xylo, 8 for Wolfer, 3 for Turtle, Hitch, and Supply Raptor, and 6 more for Snakey. That's tough for Snakey.
Yeah, our Wolfers is gonna kill him with back there being that close.
Yeah,
he's gonna go all the way down to 12th.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, he's dropping tons of positions. So that's gonna mean Arcadia inherits some free positions for sure. Something with Don't Blink, and then maybe even Graybush. That's crazy. Even off of Xylo too, because he's gonna have some penalties. So Xylo, I know one of his was from getting pushed off a little bit, so he might want to, or he might contest that one. We'll see. Right. 2.1 seconds to Cookie though, and Giants fan gained a little bit of time, but it was only about 4/10ish, 3/10. That's not enough to catch up in 2 more laps.
He's definitely gonna have to push harder than that.
Yeah, he needs like a second per lap. Right now.
I think he just killed his tires.
I think they're done for.
He murdered them, trying to get double A's, but
yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, he kind of needed to anyway to even get to this position. He needed to push as hard as humanly possible. So you never know. What else could you do? He just got everything he had. Double A's though is now pretty stoked at the fact that Cookie has burned out all of his tires because he's only 7/10 off, and with the right mistake out of Cookie, Double A's will take the lead over the two of them and grab a second place and give Williams that 1-2. So that's the fight right here. It's not necessarily Cookie to try to catch. It's Double A's to Cookie.
Yeah. Cookie's mind has to be off of Giants fan now and more defensive off Double A's.
That's true. Now, I just want to point something out. I actually have an angry chatter right now who really wants me to help him with his job, but unfortunately, He needs to get paid before I go ahead and help him. Let's go look at the other AlphaTauri. Chantel is screaming that he wants Cookie's POV, but too bad. Get better telemetry data. Cookie sits 2 seconds off of Giants fan, gained a little bit more time, but still hardly any. Minico stuck in 4th pretty solidly. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. To go from pole to 4th is not the end of the world. It's not great. But
I think it's better than what Minico was expecting this weekend.
it's definitely true. I mean, he's always expecting to get just totally rammed, After all of his luck.
But, he got out there and got that soft lap in in qualifying and paid dividends.
I know. That was mega. That was absolutely mega. Yeah, ever since then, he's just been, kind of cruising, chilling. He's played his strategy about as best as he possibly can. And now he's out there, reaping the rewards. MV1, though, has done a great job to grab himself some points. He sits in 5th after a relatively lackluster qualifying. So he is back up into some pretty impressive positions. They're now on the final lap as well. The leaders are just crossing the line, the top 3. Xylo recovering all the way back into 6th now, of course, with those penalties. We'll see what happens, but crazy recovery for him. And Cookie 1.7 now to Giants fans. So we'll find out how that's actually going to work out. Double Ace has to gain 8/10 on Cookie in this lap to grab that 2nd place position. I don't see him doing it at this rate.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's just going to be outside of reach. I mean, still insane. If Williams gets a double podium today, that's going to really help them out all across the board. They definitely needed some help throughout the rest of the day. It sounds like they didn't have the best day of league racing across all tiers, so they're definitely going to need the help. But I think if Cookie had like 2 more laps, he'd have a decent shot at grabbing 1st place, actually. Maybe even 3 more laps. Because look at that. He's now down to 1.3.
He's cut it over in half.
Yeah.
So...
yeah. It was tight. It was tight. But it's going to be this guy and this guy only who will come across the line in 1st place. His first win in a hot minute. It's Mr. Giants fan who grabs the win here at Portugal. Congratulations, Giants fan, on the 3rd to last round of the season. Finally making himself relevant in this championship. Passes his teammate, Double A's, who came home in 3rd, right behind Cookie in 2nd in the championship standings. So Giants fan will now lead the championship standings with Double A's sitting in 2nd. And I think could be Xylo in 3rd, actually, with Esteban going down to 4th after today. We'll have to find out. Obviously, depends on how penalties go and all that kind of stuff. But wow, insane race. So that's Giants fan to win, Cookie to 2nd, Double A's to 3rd, Minico to 4th, everyone to 5th, Arcadia in 6th. Great race from him. The Haas Don't Blink in 7th, and we got Greybush in 8th, Xylo in 9th, and R Wolfer coming on, rounding out the top 10. Outside the points, it's Turtle, Hitch, Stig, Snaky, Bops. Bops. That one hurts to say. Supply Raptor and Yellow Snowman, unfortunately, in the last of the finishers. Not going to be stoked by that one.
Yeah, I think we're going to have position changes off of Steward reports, too.
We definitely might. Oh, there goes Bob's, at least for a consolation point. Steals away from somebody else. It's the fastest lap. Unless Yellow Snowman's going to try to... oh, there's Supply Raptor. Yellow Snowman might do it. Who knows? Supply Raptor got it. Oh, that's funny. Wow, what a race, Toby. What a race. You want to go ahead and grab the 2 Williams guys and Mr. Cookie into the interview room? Great, thank you, sir. Wow, that was something special. Good points, the Williams guys. Really good points for them. They're gonna feel very happy about that one. That's huge. That's 40 points, excuse me, to those 2. Really impressive. Cookie obviously getting himself 18 as well, which is really going to help him in the standings. Before we were here, I believe Cookie was down in 12th. So he's going to be making up lots of positions right there with 18 points. Puts him at 38 points. So that'll put him in front of Master Turtle, sitting in 8th. Huge for him. So, yeah, Cookie goes from 12th to 8th. On that one right there. Maybe less than that, actually, because MV1 will improve there. So maybe 12th to 9th. Still impressive, very impressive.
That was a drive from Cookies.
That's pretty nuts. He's driving the day, in my opinion. I mean, 2nd to last to 2nd to 1st? How does he do that, dude? That's unbelievable.
Insane.
I think if he didn't have that quality ban... yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
The last time Giants fan won a race was Monaco last season. Last race last season.
Wow. Wow. It's been a hot minute, huh? Well,
A little bit.
the time comes for everybody, and he finally found his time again. Sweet. So sorry. The music is so loud. There it is. We got double A's in here? All right.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, my friend? How are you?
Tired, honestly.
Hey, you're back to the podium, and that's what matters.
Yes.
Back
Well, I've
on
been on the podium. Been on there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, back. Oh, yeah, that's fair. You have been on here a lot, actually. But you're back on the podium today, which is good. You needed it.
Facts.
Yeah, you needed it for sure. That's it was a good race, man. I mean, you and your teammate had an opportunity to play some solid team games at the very end, but Cookie was on a mission. I'm guessing you were trying to slow him down, but there's just nothing you could really do.
Yeah, I think I slowed him down just enough.
Could have been.
I think I probably slowed him down like a second and a half at turn 4 when he was trying to get by me, and I held him. Otherwise, yeah, I couldn't. He was just, I mean, my strat was clearly shit.
That's the way of putting it.
Yeah.
Hey, you said it, not me, right? Hey, I mean, I tried the same thing. I put on the hards at the end for my race, and it did not work out for me either. So, you know, it is what it is. It's part of the game. But, dude, I mean, otherwise, I think you guys as a team were phenomenal. That was really, really impressive. Definitely the right strats to be able to try to, you know, hold the opponents off to try to help each other out. I heard that that you were yelling at Tilla because I wasn't going on to Cookie's POV to get some data. Is that correct?
I was not, no, but I hadn't. Maybe I did, and I didn't even realize it, but I don't recall. That's funny, though.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, he was going into the chat, and he was like, hey, go look at this person. I was like, no, why do you want me to do that, sir? So you got
my boy, that's why.
You got a great engineer, that's for sure. Somebody who will go to the ends of the earth for you. So that's mega. Speaking of going to the ends of the earth, I mean, this championship is going to go to the ends of the earth at this point. It is still so tight at the top. Now Giants fans eclipsed you, and I think he currently leads the championship, and it puts you in second, if I recall correctly, based on the current standings. So, you guys going into the next race are pretty close. I think it's now 8-point gap between the two of you. Maybe it's 4 points. It's really tight into the next race as well. Is it going to be no holds barred for the last 2 races, or are you guys still going to try to play the team game into the final one?
I mean, look, I think we would have fought this race if I had the tires to fight, but like it was just, you know, same thing with Cookie, right? Like it was a matter of time. Like maybe I could have held up Giants a turn or two, but it wasn't going to do me any good. So
yeah.
You know, I think the last couple of races, if like we're on equal strats, and yeah, I think we would duke it out, but friendly duke it out. We're both,
of course,
I think, pretty respectful and good drivers where we can fight ourselves and not kill each other.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, overall, man, your race today was really great. It was great to see you know, put in a pretty solid result, and cool to see this championship just get even tighter at the top end. So great racing today, man. Toby, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, congratulations, man. Like, I'm pretty sure the constructors is basically sewed up for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are basically untouchable.
Yeah,
at
Red
this point.
Bull ain't got a shot anymore.
No.
Yeah,
way.
Esteban was fucking quick today too, though.
It was fast, man. Until that disconnect,
His internet.
he was
his
on there.
internet messed him up.
Oh my god, he almost took me out on the straight. He had desync on the straight once,
Mhm.
and I
took out
braked.
he messed up quite a few people's
Yes,
races
yes,
with
man.
the AI.
May have been 2 or 4.
At one point, I was following him. I didn't even want to get by him. I wanted to just sit behind him, and I was like, "Fuck this! I can't."
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, and that you could do. But hey, great racing, man. Really, really great. And we shall see you next week.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
See you later, Skater.
Bye.
Oh, speaking of next week, Toby, before we get the next guy in, you know what next week is? It's Singapore.
Singapore. Yeah, I love it.
We-
I hope I'm here to race.
we
I
have
love Singapore.
We have a good history of Singapore in Tier 1, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I've still watched the Tier 1 Singapore, but I mean, I can imagine.
It definitely goes great. Always great. You can imagine that means it doesn't. Let's see if we can get Cookie in here. Mr. Cookie, the man who was cooking. How's it going, dude?
Oh, hello. I was just having a good talk with Giants fan. What's up?
Hopefully you guys were toasting to your freaking insane drive today, man. That was unbelievable.
Right.
Second to last to second? Excuse me, sir. What Did you eat your Wheaties this morning? Like, what was going on? How did you find all that pace today?
It was good. I had a really good setup that I tried this morning. Did a GP and I was like, oh my god, I'm not overheating the tires. And it's really quick. It was like 44-36 wings or something like that.
Wow.
And yeah, I didn't think people were gonna like struggle with pace that much, but it seemed like outside of AA's Giants fan and Estenbach, really like there's a pretty big gap. I mean, there was like 20 seconds to P5.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
And yeah, the strategy medium soft is always like the quickest on this game, and so I just kind of played it safe. I had a bit of a moment early on, but didn't overheat the tires.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, that was another classic cookie moment there.
Now, do you think if you didn't have that moment, do you think you would have gotten the win today?
I don't know, maybe, but I think weirdly enough, I think where I was the rest of the race was perfect. I had almost no traffic, no one blocking me.
I noticed that.
Estenbach reconnected at the perfect time, and I was able to get them both.
Yeah.
I got really lucky with traffic, I think. I do think I had the best pace, but I don't know. Giants fan was really quick at the end.
He was fast.
He was on more worn tires than me.
Yeah.
I think I expected to catch him, but he just had a lot. He had a lot more in his pocket. Even on the worn softs, he was probably like pretty close to me on pace. But that was a fun race.
We were talking to AA's about that, and he thinks that, and we were also talking about it, that one move in the turn 4 when you try to go around him and he blocked you off. We think that might have been kind of the deciding factor of whether you caught Giants fan or not.
Could have been.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's that I pushed so hard to pass him that I kind of overheated my rears, and my pace just kind of fell off a cliff at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I've only been here for this season, but that was probably the most enjoyable race I've had.
Heck yeah. Well, man, we're glad to hear that. I mean, obviously, it worked out great in your favor. There's one scary moment where you were going through turn 1 as a retired car was deciding to drive out, and I was
that made me so mad.
I was so scared for you. I was like, oh my gosh,
That made me so mad.
It happened to a few people.
Controller.
Yeah, it happened to a few people. It was pretty sketchy. But you made it around great, so that was impressive. And into next week, we're going to Singapore. Now, since this is your first season, you don't know about our history of Tier 1 at Singapore, but I can promise you this, it is always the cleanest race of the calendar. Nothing ever goes wrong. It's always great. Now, of course, it's actually the complete opposite. It's always insanely wild in Tier 1. The gaps are sometimes the tightest we see throughout the entire season. They're like down to hundredths of a second consistently. Oh, yeah. It's freaky. It's freaky how close everybody is here. And the racing gets exceptionally scrappy here. Every single time we go here for Tier 1, it gets elbows out like crazy. And now we're in the second to last race of the season. Last time we were here, it was the first race of the season, but now it's the second to last race of the season. So, what are you thinking about your chances for Singapore? Is this a track that you're pretty comfy on, or a little rough there?
No, I think Portimão and Vegas were, I think, two of my best tracks on this game, alongside Bahrain. Singapore, I'm usually really bad at. Maybe top 5 pace based on today, but I don't think I'll be. I mean, I don't think I'll beat the Williams. They're very, very, very quick.
So good. Yeah, Giants fans fast here.
Yeah, the fact that he's on Xbox, and there's generally an advantage with going to PC.
It's right.
Because you can take the curbs different. You can lock it to 60 FPS like I was doing today.
Yep.
For him to be on Xbox and to be that quick is amazing. Like, he definitely deserved the win today.
It's unbelievable.
Because I think he's like the only person on Xbox in the whole top 5 outside of Mineko, and Mineko was pretty far off.
Yeah, I believe so. Though Mineko did get his pole position, his scuffed pole position.
Hey, it's not scuffed. It's an AlphaTauri pole.
Yeah, you're right. It's an AlphaTauri pole.
But that was fun. I don't think I'll do as well for Singapore even without a quali ban.
Well, let's see what you got next week, man. Great racing today again. Seriously, it was awesome, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats. Driver of the day for sure.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate it.
big time. Alrighty, that looks like next up we'll see if we can get Mr. Giants Toast Fan. I like how he still has it as Giants Toast.
Right.
Never changed. Hey, Giants fan, the man of the hour. Congratulations on another win. It took you long enough, my man. Holy smokes.
I
back.
know. I like to wait until to the end of the season. These past 2 seasons to get a win just makes it more dramatic.
Then find your way back up to the top of the championship way late.
Precisely.
Yeah, make everybody wondering, is he gonna do it again? And then this guy just comes over here and destroys. It's so annoying, man. It's unbelievable. It was great racing, seriously. Like Cookie was giving you nothing but praise in that interview room too. Like he was like, dude, this dude was just cracked out of his mind today. You were flying, seriously flying, and having double A's, give you a little bit of an assist at the very end, I think is really what sealed the deal. Tell me about that voice call between you two. Was it chaos or was it pretty calm? Like, no, we got this.
No, it's pretty common. We've been there, done that. We kind of know the drill, and I was probably more worked up than Adam was. Adam was.
That's saying something.
I'm like telling Adam, like, play DRS chicken. You got all this gap. Like, just hold him up. He's like, dude, calm down. I got it. And he did a great job, and he's an outstanding teammate.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. That's funny. Hearing you as the more animated one between the two of you, I can't even believe that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, like I said, I hadn't gotten a win yet, and I wanted one. So I was like, come on, Adam, hold him up.
Yeah.
'Cause I knew I had to save some fuel there at the end, so I was having to do some lift and coast.
Oh, you did?
And yeah, Cookie, every time I did that, Cookie would take a chunk of time out of me. So it was trying to manage that, try to manage the gap, try not to let Cookie get in DRS. So I had my hands full there.
That explains the final
lap. Makes a lot
lap.
more sense there towards the end. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so curious. I was like, dude, that second to last lap, Cookie gained like almost a second on you. I was like, how the heck did he do that?
Yeah, no, it was a struggle because I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I don't run out of fuel here, but at the same time, I can't give up too much time to let Cookie get in my DRS. So it was a balancing act.
Hey, I mean, you balanced it well. I think you should maybe go apply to be a trapeze artist because that was impressive the way you did that. And obviously you have a lot of experience in Singapore here in Tier 1 for Moose Racing League. I know you are very excited for Singapore because it's your favorite track to race this Tier 1 group against.
I honestly don't mind it. I won their season 5, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously we all know what happened season 7.
Bob's won it. That's what happened. That's what happened, okay?
Yeah, Bob's did win it.
Bob's
so
won it.
Maybe Bob's will come back up to the front of the grid here and grab another win.
You never know.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm just going to kind of try to run my race and hope everything works out.
Yeah, it'll be a wild one for sure. I think it's going to go well for you, man. I mean, you're obviously coming into this next race, the leader of the championship finally. And with Esteban having the disconnect and getting no points, it's really helped you out. You have like a solid 20-point lead over him. So that's a huge lead here in the championship. That's massive right now. I think you're the first person. You haven't quite crossed 100 points. You're at 98 now. So it's going to be...
Yeah, no, I'm close, but
close, yeah.
Hopefully next race we can take care of that problem.
Yep, hopefully. No one's done 100 yet, which is crazy. We're going into the second to last race, and nobody's hit 100 points.
Yeah, this
insane,
Tier
dude.
1 grid is so competitive because you can get... There's probably 10 guys that can go out there and win.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends on how the luck falls and how everyone manages their race, so...
Yeah.
It's pretty much every week. So.
We had 8 winners last season, so you're right. There definitely are at least 10 people that could win every single week, which just makes it so fun.
The same question we asked Double A's. So you say he's a great teammate, right? He helped you win that race. Now, how soon is this teammate stuff going to go out the window when y'all are 1-2 in the championship coming down to the last 2 races?
I think we do a good job managing it. I mean, him and I are pretty close. We talk a lot, and like even today, like first stint, I let him by, just go ahead, take it, and I try to help him out when I can. He helps me out when I can. Other than that, we just kind of run our own races.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I'm sure there's not going to be helping out these last 2 races when it comes to, because it's basically going to come down. It's looking like it's going to come down to either you or him for winning the championship.
At this rate, yeah.
I still think we will. I mean, if it comes down to us battling for a win, then yeah, we're not helping each other out there. But outside of that, like holding up Cookie there, or me letting him buy in the first time, we're still going to do that just because it's what's best. Like it helps both of us to help each other. So I don't think it'll be an issue personally, but who knows? We'll see.
We'll see.
So his answer was, you guys fully respect each other, which we all know that, and if it comes down to it, y'all are going to fight for the championship, but cleanly and gentlemen fight for the championship.
I say we can race each other and still be fine. Like it's not going to affect us, I don't think. And he's pretty sharp. I like to think I'm pretty sharp, so we'll take care of it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, man, thanks again for a great race tonight, and thanks for putting on your best performance as always. It was a great one.
Thank you guys for taking the time to call it as usual.
Oh yes, It's never not fun, dude. It's insane every single week. You guys are
never
nuts.
pass
try to
up
put
an
on a pretty-
opportunity. Never pass up opportunity to call on tier 1 ever.
Yeah. you
So
guys-
we try to put on a pretty good show.
Yep, you do.
Hopefully.
You definitely do.
Hopefully we succeed.
It was a good one today. Well, man, thanks again for a great race tonight. Congrats to Williams for very confidently leading the championship right now as a team, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you later, Skater.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Toby, and I think it's about time for us to sign on out of here. How about that for a finish, man? That was something else, dude.
As usual.
It's-
They never disappoint.
It never will, man. That was absolutely sensational. Well, going into next week, I know you may or may not be here for next week. We shall see, but I know you'll definitely be watching, knowing you. If it's not live, you'll be watching the replay.
For sure.
This tier 1 race is going to be wild in Singapore. Like I said, there's a chance that Bops finds himself back on the winning spot because he did win the last time we were out there. So you never know. I do want to
Hopefully,
address.
He let me down today.
He did. That's that monster, right? I do want to address some really funny comments. Shantilla says, "Look at these two commentators trying to put doubt in the drivers' heads." That's too
Giant
funny.
should be a politician.
Yep.
How
Yep.
he's answering the question.
That's what Double A's was saying. Yeah, they know. They're good teammates, and thanks for hanging out in the chat today, guys. Well, everybody that came out and watched, I hope you guys all had a great time tonight. We sure as heck did. And next up is our no assist tier. Definitely go give them a ton of love. We're gonna go jump right over there. You can just find them right here on the YouTube channel. Give them a ton of love. It's always extra wild, especially here at Portugal. Oh my gosh, the moment somebody breaks a breaking board, that tier is gonna go off the rails, and I know it's gonna happen pretty quickly. So get ready for that. Need you guys to all do me a favor. Until next time, keep being wonderful. Keep making the world a better place. We will see you next week for Singapore, the penultimate round of Season 8 here in Moose Racing League. Can't wait to see you guys then. Thanks all.